It's your boy Robin again, bringing you an unboxing of my first build for the new year. It's going to be my second battleship, and it's a proper battleship this time. But it's not just any battleship. I'm going to be building the Lonely Queen of the North herself, the Kriegsmarine Schlachtschiff Tirpitz. The battleship Tirpitz, sister ship to the Bismarck, and the largest battleship ever to be fielded by any European navy. I originally intended to purchase the Flyhawk Bismarck to complement my Prinz Eugen. However, it ran out of stock at the store. I contemplated getting the Scharnhorst instead. However, I ultimately ended up purchasing the Bismarck's sister ship, the Tirpitz. This kit is a 1:700 scale from Trumpeter, Germany, Tirpitz Battleship 1944, as it's printed on the box. The box art features the Tirpitz sitting beautifully on a Norwegian fjord, while the sides of the box displays the starboard side of the ship, as well as the top view of the ship. And let's go ahead and see what is inside this box. First, we have the instruction manual and a decal sheet. Then we have a total of 6 plastic bags containing the runners for the different parts of the ship, ranging from the main and secondary guns, to the anti-aircraft weapons, to the miscellaneous parts of the ship, such as the funnels, the cranes, the float planes, the lifeboats, and some parts of the upper deck of the ship. Also, alongside the runners, you have the hull of the ship. You have the option to build the Tirpitz with a full hull or as a waterline version for use in dioramas or just to display it on flat surfaces. Now we have Runner A, and this contains parts for the superstructure, the funnel cap, and the catapults. Surface detailing is very good, with the portholes being represented prominently. Next we have Runner B, with the forward and aft parts of the upper deck as being the largest parts for this runner. And we have parts for the mast, the rangefinders, and the propeller shafts of the ship. Next is we have Runner D with more parts for the superstructure, the aircraft hangars, and the funnels. I really like how the wood planks are represented on the upper parts of the deck. As you can see here on the parts, I think they look really good. Next, we have 2 Runner E's. Here you will find those fearsome 15-inch main guns of the Tirpitz, as well as its secondaries, the cranes, and a variety of anti-aircraft weapons. They are all represented here with nice and sharp details. Runner F is a welcome sight as it includes parts to make a stand for the Tirpitz. It's always nice to have an included stand with your model ship. Like Runner E, we also received 2 identical runners for Runner G, which includes parts for the float planes, more anti-aircraft guns, the anchors, and the torpedo tubes, as well as the lifeboats for the Tirpitz. Next we have the upper hull of the ship. The Tirpitz was a huge ship, and just by holding this piece of the hull, you get a sense of just how big the Tirpitz was, even if it's just 1:700 scale. You can see just how wide the ship is. The 2 ships of the Bismarck class were famous for their beams, for their huge beams or the width of the ship, and I like how this is also represented on model kit form here with Trumpeter's 1:700 scale Tirpitz. Here we have the lower hull of the ship. There are some mold lines present on the bottom half, so you'll need to clean those up. I really like the scale and the form of this, and I'll definitely have a blast building the ship. The two halves fit perfectly with no issues. Of course, you'll need to fill that up with putty while you're building it in order for it to have a seamless presentation. But overall, the look of the hull of the Tirpitz is just beautiful. As mentioned earlier, you have the option to build the Tirpitz as a waterline version. You'll just need to attach this in place of the lower hull and you're good to go. It's a common feature amongst Trumpeter kits to include a waterline version, and this can be useful if you want to display your model ship in a diorama. There's a simple nameplate included in the box that says German Navy Battleship Tirpitz. Next up is the decal sheet. This is a shared decal sheet between the Bismarck and Tirpitz kits, and here you'll be able to find the swastika and other markings of the Kriegsmarine, or the German Navy. There is no whole swastika being presented here, rather you need to assemble it yourself. In that way, you'll have the option to build your Tirpitz as a censored or uncensored version of sorts. I'll just be skimming over the instruction manual real quick as it shows the construction of the different parts of the ship. And included at the back of the manual is a color guide for the Tirpitz's very complicated camouflage scheme. So good luck to that for me. And here's a size comparison of the hull of the Tirpitz compared to the heavy cruiser Prince Eugen. And you can definitely see the difference in the size and width of these ships. The hull of the Tirpitz is wide enough so that the Prince Eugen can fit inside. It's really amazing, and this also reflects the scale or the sizes of the ships in real life. Trumpeter's 1:700 scale Battleship Tirpitz is a wonderful kit with nice details and sharp aesthetics. There are some minor imperfections on some of the parts, and there are some mold lines present, but they're not too difficult to deal with. I definitely look forward to building this kit, and stay tuned for the next part where I present to you a build video of the Battleship Tirpitz. Drop a like if you've enjoyed the video, and don't forget to subscribe to see the upcoming build video as well as more of Robin Works. I'll see you in the next video, and goodbye!